Good evening. We're going to start the press conference for Egypt-Mexico. Egypt winning the last game of Group D for both teams, 100-72. We're joined by Paco Cruz and Omar Quintero. And just keep your mobile phones on silent. We'll start this press conference in English and then go to Spanish after that. Paco, if you could just please give us an opening comment.
Yeah, I mean, we're just not playing with heart and proud right now. I think, more than basketball, it's just about that. And that's it.
Okay, thanks. Omar?
Well, man, it's the third game we allow over 90 points. It's not our team, it's not our sense. We're not playing hard, and we got to change the way we've been playing because we're 0-3, and we still have 2 more to go.
Okay, before I go to the floor for the questions, Paco, I mean, if you look at Egypt, they had come into this game also having lost 2 games, but they were like laser focused, it seemed, with a lot at stake in terms of like getting better, trying to make it to the Olympics. Is this not a priority with Mexico at this stage?
I think that's the key you're right, they came out playing harder, for sure with more energy. I think that's what we're missing right now. We are a good team too, I think, so if we play harder, we listen to our game plan, we listen to our coach, and we believe, I think we can compete with anybody. Today it didn't happen, but hopefully we can just turn the pace around. Thank God, we still got 2 more games, so we can still play and then try to get those wins.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions in English or comments, for that matter? Okay, we'll open up the floor to Spanish, and we'll go with the Mexican press first. Wait, let me get you a microphone.
Diego Martínez de Reforma. Omar, ¿cómo se sienten ustedes cómo sientes al equipo? Es un momento complicado, es la peor participación de México en un mundial desde el 59. ¿Cómo se siente en ese sentido? Y los jugadores, el resto de los jugadores, la banca, ¿cómo la sientes? Porque notamos alguna molestia en algunos jugadores.
Sí, nos falta energía, y no puede ser lo que nos pasó el día de hoy. Te digo, los primeros responsables somos nosotros, yo como coach, pero que no les podemos transmitir eso a los jugadores de que hay que salir a defender y es un tema, no puede ser posible que en la primera mitad que hay rotaciones perdamos de 20 y en la segunda mitad que jugamos con 6, 7 jugadores estemos en juego, perdimos por 5. Por 4 puntos la segunda mitad, es increíble, y eso te demuestra que es falta de orgullo, lo que dice Paco, de corazón, y la verdad que todos los fans, toda la gente que nos sigue, que se levanta a las 2:30 de la mañana, no se merecen esto, y la verdad, en nombre del cuerpo técnico y del staff, les pedimos una disculpa porque no es el equipo de México que jugó en los qualifiers.
Okay, right here. Rodrigo.
Uno, dos, listo. Thank you, Jeff. Coach, Rodrigo Tovar para Fox Sports. ¿En qué momento identificas, coach, que el equipo perdió el corazón o perdió este tema del orgullo que también comenta Paco? La gira se fue 11-1, ¿no? Llegan al Mundial y de pronto algo cambia. ¿Dónde identificas que fue ese punto de inflexión, coach?
Yo creo que en el juego de Lituania, y el juego de Montenegro, la verdad que estuvimos bien, competimos 35 minutos. El juego de Lituania, fue un juego difícil, un gran equipo, muy completo, pero el día de hoy no había excusa, Esos 2 equipos están por encima, pero el equipo de Egipto, con todo respeto, jugaron muy bien, hay que felicitarlos, pero no es 28 puntos mejor que nosotros, pero en el segundo cuarto, en 4 minutos nos sacan 15 diferencias, ¿sabes? Entonces no es entendible porque lo hemos hablado con ellos y hacemos el game plan, jugamos contra Egipto, sabíamos perfectamente qué hacían, pero salieron desconectados, salieron sin energía, nos corrieron y no defendimos el 1 contra 1.
Okay. Jose, either way, doesn't matter. Either of you?
Hola Paco, soy Ramón Alba, Adevasar CB desde España. no ha sido una temporada sencilla para ti en Manisa, también habéis peleado por intentar no descender, ahora has llegado al Mundial, no han salido las cosas. Con México, a pesar de que estás haciendo buenos partidos, ¿cómo es para ti afrontar todo esto? ¿Cómo de duro es para ti sobreponerte de ello?
Bueno, no es la primera vez que estoy en una situación así. Tengo ya bastante tiempo jugando. He pasado por momentos muy altos y muy bajos, así que nada, hay que seguir mejorando, seguir aprendiendo lo que hemos estado haciendo y como siempre digo, ver video y ver qué hacemos bien, qué hacemos mal.
Okay.
Hola Omar, buenas tardes. Eduardo López del diario AS. El primer cuarto terminó con 100% de efectividad de dobles para Egipto y el partido terminó para ustedes con menos de 30% de triples, que es una marca registrada de ustedes. ¿A qué achacas esto? ¿Es que Egipto salió en una noche inusualmente efectiva para ellos o que también se conjugó con que ustedes dejaron de trabajar o de hacer cosas que solían hacer antes? ¿O fue un poco de las dos? ¿Cómo explicarías esta diferencia tan notoria entre porcentajes?
Sí, fue una mezcla, ¿no? La verdad que estaban 16 de 18 al medio tiempo en tiros de 2 y altísimo en tiros de 3, ¿no? Tiraron 36% de campo al final. Y es eso de que ese esfuerzo, ¿no? La segunda mitad no es posible que con 7 jugadores perdamos de 4 y en la primera mitad te hagan esos runs. O sea, estamos jugando un mundial y lo hablamos, les dijimos que estamos peleando un puesto para ir al preolímpico y salimos desconectados y también les dijimos que Egipto se está jugando un lugar de los 2 directos para ir a Juegos Olímpicos, ¿no? Entonces no tomamos con seriedad el partido de hoy y esto te cuesta 28, ¿no?
Right here.
Coach, Armando Valadez de TV Intermedia, Mexicali, Baja California. Paco, estamos con ustedes en las buenas y en las malas. ¿Alguna razón, coach, por qué Daniel Amigo no está jugando? ¿No hemos recibido alguna noticia de eso?
Se resintió, ¿no? En las prácticas, el primer juego que jugó, se le inflamó un poquito la rodilla, tiene la molestia y si estuviera bien, tú sabes, es un jugador clave para nosotros, es un jugador que te da energía, te da esa garra y lamentablemente pues no se recuperó y se resintió y al día de hoy las reglas dicen que ya no se puede hacer un cambio. Nos hubiera encantado poderlo sustituir, pero bueno, la regla dice que ya no se puede, ¿no?
That was about Jorge? That was Jorge? You were talking about Jorge?
Daniel, amigo.
Oh, Daniel Amigo, sorry. Okay. Yep. Right here.
Buenas noches, en Villas de Portal Diario del Estado de México. Una posición como la que muestran de que falta orgullo, falta corazón, obliga a una sacudida al interior del equipo.
Sí, vamos a hablar fuerte ahorita. En el medio tiempo fue igual y te digo, es que no es el equipo de México, ¿no? El equipo que jugó todos estos partidos, todos los 12 juegos de las ventanas, los 11 de la gira. No estamos peleando, no es solamente este equipo, es todo México, 120 millones que están atrás de nosotros. Y bueno, vamos a cambiar el chip porque pasado mañana tenemos otro partido y hay que ganar los 2 para poder tener un chance de ir al preolímpico.
¿Se prevén cambios así de estrategia, de gente que va a iniciar el partido?
Vamos a trabajar duro, vamos a ver video, ahorita estamos en caliente, vamos a enfriarnos un poquito, ver todos los errores que cometimos y bueno, vamos a seguir haciendo defensas mixtas y eso para tratar de solucionar el problema atrás.
Gracias.
¿Hay más preguntas? Sí.
Omar, de nuevo, en ausencia de que el equipo tenía problemas en defensa, ¿por qué no darle más minutos, por ejemplo, a Jorge Gutiérrez, que es un muy buen defensor y que tuvo muy buenos minutos, sobre todo en el partido contra Lituania, en el momento en el que estuvo en la duela?
Bueno, entraron, ¿no? en el segundo cuarto ahí, nos hicieron un parcial de 16-0. Y bueno, al final dijimos, ¿sabes qué? Tenemos que cerrar, reducir la rotación porque tenemos que regresar de alguna manera. Nos dieron 16-0 y se fue 43-16. Entonces ahí prácticamente se rompió el partido y bueno, digo, vamos a ver, mañana, hoy en la noche vamos a ver video, vamos a estudiar, a ver qué es lo que está pasando. Ahorita vamos a hablar y mañana ya vamos a ver si seguimos con el mismo cuadro, lo vamos a modificar y todo, pero estoy contento de los jugadores que se partieron el alma el día de hoy. Paco Cruz lo hice jugar de más, Paul, todos. Entonces te digo, vamos a pensar en frío mañana y regresamos en un par de días.
Okay, we're going to stop it there. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you.
Gracias, buenas noches.
Gracias.
Okay, we're going to resume the press conference. We're joined by Patrick Gardner and Roy Rana from Egypt. So, Patrick, without further ado, new to the Egypt team. Great to have you at the World Cup. Nice place to make your debut. Could you give us a comment, please, about the game and maybe also what this experience has been like for you?
Well, first off, about the game, really proud of my team and the coaching staff for getting a win. It feels really good. You know, we've worked really hard since we started as a team in the summer, and I just got there, so it just feels good to finally have some hard work pay off through the score.
Okay, Coach Rana.
Yeah, I mean, from what I understand, there hasn't been a lot of wins for Egypt at a World Cup in a long time. So, great victory for Egypt, for the country. Great victory for this team, for our federation. We had a quick celebration in the locker room, and now we move on and get ready for our next game because, you know, we didn't come here to win one game and cheer and go home. So the team has been getting better every game in the tournament, and that's encouraging. I thought we played a very team-oriented game today, and that was the difference. I thought we made great decisions, and defensively, you know, our young kids that came in, they just really gave us a lot of effort and did a great job.
Okay, thank you. Raise your hand if you have a question. Igor Cherkovich.
Nice pronunciation, Jeff. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Congrats on the win, Coach. All 5 teams from Africa collected a win here. It's obvious that there's going to be a big battle for the Olympics. Is that something that's in your mind now that you're headed to the classification games?
I mean, you know, we will always have it, you know, kind of at the side of our eye a little bit, looking at what everybody else is doing. And some of it is about the Olympics, but some of it is also just for African pride, right? I mean, we see what's happening. For all 5 African teams to get a win at the World Cup is, I think, a statement about African basketball, right? And it's just getting better and better and better. And I don't think people realize how difficult it was for us to even qualify to be here. So on one hand, there's a lot of pride that the continent continues to rise as a basketball you know, region. It's huge, so it's bigger than a region, but as a continent. And then, of course, yes, like we're gonna, you know, but we can't control what happens really, right? So you look at it at the side of your eye, you keep an eye on what's going on, then we just focus on the next opponent.
Okay. Yes, from Spain.
Hello, Coach. Congratulations on the win. 100 points. It's not easy to do, especially after the start of the competition, and you made it against the opponent that the result will also count for the second round. How important is for you, and also you are at the team that less hyped you were from the Africans that came to the competition, and you still get the point to go to the Olympics. How important is it for you to keep working besides of not having that many attention like Cabo Verde or South Sudan or others?
Yeah, I mean, again, we don't, you know, we knew what our path was to get here. And again, I thought, we have a very unique story considering that, I said this earlier that, almost all of our team plays domestically in Egypt in the Egyptian Pro League. So I think that's kind of unique. And now we're seeing, the addition of a few players, Patrick being one of them, raising the talent level. It's exciting. So on one hand, yeah, like we're the underdog, but at the same time, I think I know what this team is capable. Like I said, Ihab Amin is, he's one of the best guards in the tournament when he plays the right way, when he controls what he's doing, when he plays at a good tempo and a pace. And for him to raise himself to this level in this tournament says a lot about him because, he doesn't have this type of competition all the time in Egypt. Obviously, Patrick is a huge addition to our program. And then you look at Asim Marai, who's a very strong, respected international player. Anas Mahmoud can play most places in the world. So we certainly have some talent. And it's really finding a way to put it together. And I thought today the key was, 18-year-old guard, Kareem Hattem came off the bench and played well. Adam Musa, our point guard, has started. He's like 21. Amr Zarad's 21. So we have some young players that are doing some really great things in their first World Cup. And Patrick's a young player too. So the future of Egyptian basketball is bright, but we can't settle. We got to keep working.
Takashi Aoki from Yahoo Japan.
Congratulations, coach. So you coach many years, but especially the first half performance, one of the best you ever seen as a head coach of Egypt basketball national team.
Well, we had 3 games in Alexandria in the second window where we were unbelievable. We beat Senegal by, I think, over 30. We beat Congo. So we have that potential to really come out and really kind of get after it. So, but certainly it's the World Cup. So this was a great for, made me. You're always a little nervous, is this going to be one of those days where you give up a big lead? But we never stopped. That was the impressive thing, right? I think they got it under 20 at one point, and then we quickly got it back over, and then we just kept going. So that energy, that effort, that intensity, that focus for 40 minutes, that's not easy to do. And I'm really proud of this team because I think we took a major step. Thought, Lithuania, we were a little shell-shocked first game, and then Montenegro, we got a little better, and then today I thought we really took another jump, and hopefully we can continue improving.
Patrick, how important kept your poise during the third quarter?
Yeah, it was very important. I think one of the things we talked about before the game was, starting off really strong. The first 2 games, the other team kind of jumped to a lead, and we were playing catch-up. So I think when we finally pushed the gas right in the beginning, we kind of just never gave up, and that was really like a confidence booster for the team. So really proud that we never gave up throughout the game, and we kept our composure even when they made a little run. So it was about starting really strong. I think that was really important for us.
So last one, what do you want to bring to the team?
Personally, or?
Personally.
Personally. Just I want to be a great guy at first, someone who puts others in front, doesn't care about the stats, but I just want to be a team player and try to pick someone up when someone's down, someone who's just respected on the court, physical too. But, I just want to do as much as I can to help the team win.
Patrick, if you could just tell us, when did you first join the team and how was it fitting into the team?
So I first joined the team, I think I was kind of talking to Coach Roy with my agent too, with some other people, coaching staff, and I finally joined the team. I think it was July 24th, somewhere around that. And right away, the team welcomed me in. I have some trouble with my Arabic, but they welcomed me in right away and never looked back. So I'm very grateful for that. Definitely made some friends that will last forever, and just so great to have teammates like this.
And also, you struggle with Arabic, so you grew up with Arabic in your house because your mother's side of the family is Egypt, is that right?
Yeah, so my mom was born in Egypt, so she speaks very fluent Arabic, but she's always kind of spoke mostly English to us, but I do have some Arabic vocabulary that I could talk to with, my family and everything, so I'm just learning little by little.
Okay, and lastly, Patrick, what player do you kind of look up to, like in the history of basketball, that you would kind of like to model your game after?
Definitely, stretch bigs, but I'd say Dirk Nowitzki, and then more recently, Larry Markkinen. So those two guys I really like, and also Jokic and Anthony Davis too. I think I can model my game taking bits and pieces from each of them and just, playing my game too.
Okay. I've heard some comparisons to Tony Kukoc, but anyway, we'll...
That's a good one too.
Okay, well, listen, thanks very much for coming, everybody. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.